Hey guys, welcome back. We're on game number 2, Belshir Vestige, between our two players here for Dreamhack. Group stage 3, top left side of the map. The victor from last game, the man who never gave up, it's going to be our green Protoss player, EG's Huck. And on the other side, the red Zerg player on the bottom right side of the map is going to be Liquid's Ret. So after that last game, Huck has to feel pretty confident. If he can come, back from that type of play and then take the victory, he's got to feel so pumped. And that makes a big difference when you're playing someone that is, whenever you have two highly skilled players, psychology can definitely become a factor. Makes you second guess yourself. You just don't play as well sometimes. But we'll see if Ret can pull himself back together after that loss and take the game down. So this map is a little bit more friendly to aggressive Protoss style play, especially because it's a little bit smaller and there's only one other spawning position, so you pretty much know everything you need to know about different attack paths, how you're going to hit the third, how you're going to hit the natural, what places you need to scout, when and where. So it does favor Huck style a little bit more than it does Ret's this game. So gateway going up, so we're going to have a gateway expand here for Huck. Double assimilator, okay. Let's see what he's going to do with this. Let's see what he's going to do. Hatch first for Ret. Still making drones, hasn't yet made a spawning pool. There goes the spawning pool. It's kind of, I'm thinking about that build last game Ret did, and I don't know why he went for a pool, why he went for an early pool if he was never planning on to go aggressive. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just had a build in mind and he wanted to do it no matter what. Sometimes players get that in their heads where they think, okay, I'm doing this build and I'm going to do it no matter what I scout because I know how to do this build and I want to do this build. Maybe he had some type of that psychology going on. It's hard to say. You can never get into the mind of someone else. You can rarely get into your own mind. It's thinking about stuff. What was I thinking when I did that? I don't know. You've always had games where you lost and you go back and watch the replay and you're like, what the hell was I doing? That was terrible. So the Stalker's coming out, getting Chrono boosted, and this guy's going to head down here and throw down a Nexus. So both players playing a little bit safe this game. Warp gate opening, and looks like we had a little bit of a pause there, and Huck was bored, so he decided to make a bunch of wiggly arm dudes. I think that's what that is. Guys flapping his arms around, I guess. I don't know. I haven't spent that much time in Korea, so I don't know all the high level Grandmaster Korean level ladder emoticons. That's standard learning. You have to know all the build orders and you have to know all the emoticons. I think that's par for the course as far as conversation goes on the Korean ladder. I'm just guessing here. Overlord does manage to sneak away. He's kind of playing cat and mouse with the Stalker. The Stalker goes to the right, the Overlord goes to the left. Stalker goes to the left, the Overlord goes to the right. And yeah, the Stalker's like, if I could only shoot a little bit. Now the Overlord goes back. He's like, okay, I think I found the sweet spot. This is the Goldilocks zone. I'm great here. Stalker won't bother me. Nope, moving back. Ret. He does not want to lose that Overlord. And did Huck give up? I think Huck gave up. He's like, screw that Overlord. I don't have time for this. I got to go kill him. I got to win this 2-0 in this series. Another hatch goes up here for Ret. And speed coming out and another Stargate opening for Huck. Two gateways following this up. So this opening looking very similar to his last game. Of course, he didn't go for Nexus first like last game, but he's getting the same buildings, just not in the exact same order. You see that one Forge. That'll be for the attack upgrades. And, of course, that Starport, which we'll probably see him open with Phoenixes. So the one Queen defending her turf fins off the mothership core. Roachwarren coming up. And still on one gas, hasn't done any teching yet. How many queens does he have? He's got 2 queens. He's got some attacks going on here. Zergling's just picking on a lonely Stalker, trying to just do his thing. And if he kills that Stalker, no, he doesn't kill that Stalker, but he gets it extremely low. These Zerglings looking for proxy pylons on the left side of the map. Overlord on the right side of the map, scouting that out. So Ret doing a pretty good job of just trying to, that Stalker's going to die now. Takes that out. Huck over here scouting out that third base. Really easy to scout out that third base unless there's like even queens over there. But even still, proxy pylon right here in the middle map. Does Rhett actually see that? Rhett does not see the most obvious pylon in the world. That's too bad for him. I guess Huck figures, you know what? If he's going to scout everywhere, I'm going to put a pylon. I'm going to meta his scout, metagame him, and just put the pylon right there in the open. But there's a lot of Zerglings here for Rhett moving out across the map. What do we have to defend with? We've got nothing here. There's nothing here. He could just A-move in there with those Zerglings. Did he scout? I mean, does he see there's no cannons? There's nothing up here. He's got a full wall off. He can just attack. He sees us. He sees the Warpit now, and he sees the Phoenix on the left, but why are these Zerglings not doing anything? They need to be attacked. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. There's a one Sentry there and one Zealot, so there's some defense here. I didn't see those guys are so... I didn't have health bars on. You can, like, they like, blend in. Those damn Protoss units. So sneaky. So, Phoenixes now rule the map. Huck with the air map control, and Rhett with the ground control. Trying to go in there, take that out. The three Zealots there and that Mothership core. This is going to be a pretty expensive pylon to take down. But he will manage to take it out. And is he just going to clean up the rest of those Zealots? Nope, Skip figures the pylon is enough. I've done my duty. Phoenix is scouting the edge of the map, looking for more Overlords. They will run across one more left in the game. Let's see what Huck's up to. Huck's getting the +1 attack upgrades, I presume. Yep, +1. Goes in here for some scouting. Checks out what's going on. He doesn't see much extra. A couple more Sentries being warped in. We have the Twilight Council, which will finish, which will allow him to get those +2 upgrades. So yeah, this is an exact copy of what we saw Huck do last game. Actually, never scratched that. He's going for Blink now. So he's going to have Blink. I was expecting maybe him to just go with Archons again, but no, he's going to go with the Blink play. Rhett going with the Roach play, getting some more upgrades as well. And he should have a, he's got double Spore Crawler over here and a single Spore Crawler at the Natural. He's got another one hiding underneath there. Using those Overlords to cover that. I didn't even see that. Great job there from Rhett, just hiding that Spore Crawler. Guys, I didn't even, it's like, where's that? Where's that? Oh, there's something shooting underneath there. There it is. Binks trying to get a couple pot shots off on the Overlord. He's going to get it. No, what? Yep. Nope, yep, he gets it. Good job. Huck taking out that Overlord. And the Manor Creep, not really Manor Creep, this is actually pretty effective creep. Going to delay that third base if Huck decides to take a third. Taking out those bricks. +2's on the way. Got a Robo coming up. Phoenixes still flying around, doing some scouting. We got Hydralisks coming out, so same type of unit composition here for Rhett. Rhett liking the Roach Hydra play. Phoenixes pick off, take a free Roach for their time. Zerglings making their way. They just run on in there. That's nice. Is he going to get a scout? Oh my god, he gets a scout. He sees the robotics bay. He sees the gateway. Did he see? Yeah, he saw the Twilight Council. So he just saw everything there with those Zerglings, even though there's like 3 sentries or 5 sentries here at the Natural. So Rhett with a really lucky scout there. That was that should have been so easy for Huck to just put a unit there or force field that. But Zerglings so fast these days, fast little guys. And free Hydra kills here for Huck. He's going to pick off these Hydras one by one, and that's an expensive rally right there. And those guys will manage to sneak out of there without taking any damage. Well played there by Huck. Waiting on those mutated muscular augments to get upgraded here for the Zerg player. Get those Hydralisks slithering a little bit faster so they can shoot their needle spines all over the place. Huck's pushing out now, making some observers. And +2 is done. Hasn't yet started +3, so Huck is looking to do some damage here. Where's the pylon at with the probe? Does he have one? He's got to have one somewhere. I guess not. I guess he's just going to use his Mothership core here. Maybe try and take out the third with his attack, but no, not from this angle he's coming in at. This is a really bad angle for him if he's trying to take out a third, but he does get a couple force fields down. He loses all his Phoenix. A big misplay with the Phoenix there, but he does manage to take out a lot of the Roaches. 17 more Roaches coming out now for Rhett, but he's going to need these sooner rather than later. Now they're going to come out. Does he have enough for some more force fields? Blink on the left is good. There's Hydra still alive. Those Overlords are just, I can't even see what's over there. He's going to need to pull some Blink Macro to deal with these Roaches and Hydras, but okay, there's more than enough force fields. Look at that. A couple more force fields going down, and he's pushing forward here, but there's no reinforcements pylon for Huck, so he's going to have to fall back here. He's just reinforcing guys from across the map, all the way from his Natural, and I would imagine, yeah, Rhett's going to hold this off, but I'm really curious. I guess Huck was never planning on... yeah, so he was setting up for a third, so that was never going to be his attack to end the game. That was kind of just his pressure play to do a lot of damage. And he did do a lot of damage there, a lot more than I expected him to, you know. But he did lose his Phoenix in the process. Got those +2 upgrades, only +1 upgrades here for a Zerg player. No armor upgrades just yet, so those upgrades definitely favoring their Protoss player here. Third base setting up, and Rhett has not yet scouted that, but he did see the Overlord get taken out, so that's sort of a clue. And the fact that there were no reinforcements coming into here from like a proxy pylon, Rhett has, you know, units all over the place. He's got Zergling on the left, one here at the Zelnaga Tower, and he's scouting up the right-hand side of the map, so that may let him trigger to... Okay, yep, now he's going to scout it out, so... You know, seeing an attack like that isn't a full-on 2-base attack with the proxy pylon right by, Warpins coming, a really long attack that they're really committed to. If you see something that's kind of middle of the road, it is really smart for Rhett to go in there, send some Zerglings, and scout out that third base. So he knows, okay, third base coming up, we have another attack. Actually, it's just Huck poking there with some Blink Stalkers, but that was a really smart play there by Rhett, going to check to make sure there's a third base based on what his instincts were telling him. Fourth base going up for Rhett on the left side of the map. He's got his gases up and going, so he's going to be on, yeah, he's 6 gases, but he only has 2 guys on both of these. I think that's a mistake here. Imagining that's a mistake, because he's got pretty much every base saturated. He's got 3 workers on every other gas, so these guys have been like that for a while, so I think that's just a mistake on Rhett's part, because he's low on gas right now and pretty high on minerals. So a slight mistake there from Rhett this game, to, you know, lacking in the gas. He's got some Infestors. Infestors are really... It's exactly the type of unit he needs to lock down these Blink Stalkers. You know, as soon as they're fungled, they cannot blink away, and that's just going to allow the Roaches, Zerglings to get in the face of those Blink Stalkers and just deal the damage. So now we have Rhett looking to make a play, thinking he can take out this third base. But look at this. Huck has everything over there. He has nothing defending his natural. He has everything defending this third base. He knows that this is exactly what Rhett's going for. But Rhett, luckily enough, for his sake, at least splits up his forces. And if force fields go down here, this could be bad play here for Rhett. But this is definitely a better aggression than if he would have attacked all the way on the right side of the base. This is a lot better. Stalkers blinking off on the right. Fungals go down, but don't really connect too much. Force fields are working okay for both players. It's hard to say. They're kind of just mishmash. But look, nice blink forward. You're going to take out all the Infestors. The units on the left are just attacking gateways. They're really not in the fight yet. So that was kind of like a half-army fight on a full-army fight for Huck. So this engagement is turning extremely well for Huck. And Rhett is going to be forced to fall back. And with the supply essentially tied, you can just look here. Resources lost. 13,000 versus 8,500 here. Huck definitely being the more cost-effective one once again. You know, I did like the split army attack here from Rhett whenever he came from the left and the right over here, but he really needed to pull all his forces in if he wanted to commit to that army. He's kind of had half his armies attacking gateways and the other half dealing with essentially the whole Protoss army. It's like I was talking about, a lot of those, the whole Protoss army was at the third base defending it. And now Rhett is in trouble. He's got a lot of Immortals outside his base. He only has a couple Roaches. He doesn't have any Infestors out just yet. He's got 2 more coming, but these Roaches, he's going in for a fight right now. He's trying to take out the Immortals. The Stalkers blink on the other side of him. It doesn't really matter. It's game over. Rhett drops a GG, and Huck's going to take this series 2-0. And I think, you know, the real reason Rhett lost both these games is it seemed he was over-aggressive with his force. And Huck was just playing defensive both times extremely well. And that last fight we just saw, not this last fight, but the fight Rhett just went in for, that was a slaughter. Huck just slaughtered that. I don't think he lost a single Immortal. You know, Rhett lost all of his Infestors, lost all his tech, was forced to retreat, didn't have enough to rebuild his army, and didn't have the composition needed to deal with these Infestors and Blink Stalkers. And right now we have Huck at +3 attack upgrades. What was our Zerg player at? Do we have any range units I can click on here? I don't think we do. Oh, there's a Roach. That's a corpse of a Roach. Okay, he's got 1 attack range. So, yeah, he was definitely way out upgraded here. Huck with some really nice upgrades versus... Actually, I'm an idiot. I forgot this button exists now. +3 attack upgrades there for Huck at the end and only +1 range upgrades for Rhett. So, yeah, that just went straight in Huck's favor, both of those fights. Great openings here from Huck. I like the Phoenix opening. Transition. Played defense, worked pretty well. Fortunately, wasn't good enough for Rhett. So Huck's going to take this series 2-0. Thank you guys for watching. Leave any comments or criticisms in the comments. See you guys next time.